Hey, LeArthur, this is George from the call earlier. So I'm gonna show you three things that the top dogs are doing, and in some of the areas that you might want to rank for, and things that you should implement right away. So first things first, like I told you, Google loves content. You're gonna want at least 1,500 words of keyword-rich content. So with this being your home page, this is probably like maybe 15 words possibly. But you probably got 15 words in here, so that's not really going to help out. You're going to need a lot more than that. Next thing I want to talk about, I remember I was mentioning the layout earlier, how your title tags have to be correct. So you only want, these are header tags, by the way. This is how you structure a site. You only want one H1 tag, and that's what your entire site's going to be about. H2s are topics within that, and H3s are subtopics. So this is going to kind of throw the search engines off whenever they're looking through the site. Your title is Valor Music, LLC. I kind of mentioned this. This is going to probably be an H2 tag. You would probably want to offer something for whatever you want to actually rank for, right? So you said you do beginner piano lessons, so it can be beginner piano lessons. San Antonio, if you want to be podcast editing, it can be podcast editing, what have you. You need a description that has these keywords in here, okay? Now, those are some of the biggest things. If you look up, let me do a quick search. Let's try San Antonio piano lessons. Okay, it says getting about, well, this keyword tool is saying 390 people looking for this a month. You have a couple areas here. You have the maps. You have the organic listings. Piano lessons by Irwin's popping up first. So I already have them pulled up. Remember, content. These guys have more content than you. They don't have enough, so this isn't hard to beat, actually. But either way, they have content. They also don't have a description, or this tool could just be off as well, depending on the platform they're building it on. But they include piano lessons and San Antonio in their title. That's a big thing, since they have 562 words. Scroll down. Tags are pretty jacked up, but hey, he is doing more than most. I guarantee you that, and that's why he's winning. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is things called backlinks. Now, backlinks are like votes from other sites. An example of a backlink is if a news station writes an article about you guys. In that article, it has a link, and if someone clicks on that link, it goes to your site. So when site A points to site B, that's a backlink, and it gives you link juice. It gives your site power. That is how you rank for keywords, like the one I just typed in, like San Antonio piano lessons. That's a keyword. You can even make a different variation of just piano lessons San Antonio. That's a different keyword, but he's still popping up first. So you need backlinks. They're super helpful, really help with the keywords, and becoming number one eventually after you have so many backlinks. So obviously you got 0 backlinks. They got 165. You're not ranking for any keywords because of the backlinks. This guy's getting 174 keywords. Obviously you're not getting traffic because of the structure, but that's fixable. He's getting 113 people to his site a month. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that's because of all these keywords. Just because you have a keyword doesn't mean you're ranking for it. But we do know he's ranking for the piano keywords. He's getting about 113 people looking. Now, you understand more than most, obviously, what you're going to charge for piano lessons, so that's a thing. So you can imagine how much 113 will help you out. People going to your site. But that's just for one thing you offer. Next thing, I know you do podcast editing. The reason I said this is a lot more difficult is because podcast editors specifically, keyword difficulty is 49. You probably don't know what that means, but that's really high. Volume is there's 900, so 900 people are looking for this a month. But the top guys here have they got quite a bit of stuff going on. So although they don't have much backlinks, their overall site is so powerful that they're ranking. So you got podcast insights again, Fiverr. Now these guys have actually done the backlink. You can tell because we edit podcasts. So this is probably their bread and butter. This is what they're actually doing. Now that's why you see the backlinks rising now, 3,200 and so on and so forth. You can see right down here, these guys have quite a bit of backlinks. Now they may be on the up and coming. They may be moving up little by little because this isn't a overnight change you can make. All these changes are pretty consistent when it comes to backlinks. So you would have to do so many a week for an amount of time. With keyword difficulty being this high, this would probably take about a year and a half, even with the best linking strategies. Year and a half to 2 years. It's a pretty long process. But that's just podcast editor. What else do we talk about? You did voice over. Trying to figure out how to word this. Voice over for podcasts, I guess. We'll search this. While my tool's pulling up, let's go back here. Next thing I want to talk about is something called a citation. Now, this is a map pack we spoke about. Each map listing, it kind of acts like an antenna. So the closer you are, obviously the signal's stronger. Now, you can actually leverage that signal strength with these things called citations. So these are what I like to call NAT listings. That is name, address, phone number. So these are just submissions of your site and stuff throughout different websites on the entire web. And it has to be submitted word for word, your name, address, and phone number. And that's going to give you a lot of power in this map section. Now, generally, 30% of traffic when they're coming through here is going to stop here in the map pack. 60% of the traffic is going to go to the organic listings. So I'm just going to kind of throw that out there because if you just wanted to make a map listing and fully optimize it and do, I always recommend 250 to 300 citations, you could beat the competition out by a landslide, and that would increase the distance, the radius of your signal, and that would increase the strength of that signal as well. So when you're in various parts of the town, you're still going to appear in this map pack. That's the entire point. Let's see if this actually loaded. So one that you may be interested in is voice over podcasts. Keyword difficulty is 3. Volume is 40. These are the top guys, so it's not actually that hard. So voice over podcast seems to have 70. Podcasts, different keyword because of S, 50. Voice acting podcast. I'm not sure if you do that, but I mean, hey, it's right here, 50. Just different options on how you want to lay out your site. But yeah, those are the top dogs. Like I said, content is the biggest things. So to kind of recap, I think you should have 1,500 words of content on your homepage. 1,500. you're going to need a lot of backlinks. I'd probably do like 600. That way this guy's never going to beat you. He's never going to catch up. You're going to outrank him by a lot. And that's if you want to do piano lessons. If you want to do this, you're going to want to beat these guys. These guys don't have much either, but these guys don't have much, but they can still be a little difficult to beat because their overall site has so much power. But yeah, backlinks, super important. I recommend a couple hundred. And lastly, with the citations. These are the listings in directories with your name, address, and phone number. Now, you can take everything that I taught you today, you can learn how to do it yourself, but for the most efficient way, obviously I'm going to reach out to you. And yeah, we can kind of talk about something moving forward. I can also just help you with the layout like we mentioned, because I know you're pretty good at content. So I can give you a layout of how I think you should structure it. How many words on a page, how you should structure your title tags. I can kind of help you out with title tags. It's just like a being a nice guy kind of thing. But yeah, I hope you liked what I said. I'll be reaching out to you. Have a good one.